Ladies and gentlemen, one guide, two topics here, and welcome back to our college football 2025 the Dynasty mode. We are going up against the 1-1 USC Trojans today. We're playing at home. Really need to have us a good showing, especially after that shit show we had against Notre Dame, where we wasn't doing anything on offense until we needed it. We still came out with one of the greatest victories I've had in college football 2025. So let's take a look at the Heisman Watch. Oh, you know what's crazy? I was vying for Donovan Edwards to get into the Heisman Watch, and he wasn't getting in with good games. He had 15 carries, 24 rush yards, 5 receptions, and 50 receiving yards. So I guess a decent game for him. But we are in the Heisman Watch now. This is awesome. Cameron Ward's been in the Heisman Watch all season. Same with Trayshawn Holden. Yeah. Take a look at the top 25 rankings. Top 5, Penn State, Alabama, Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan. 4 Big Ten teams. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty with the recruiting. We're getting to the point where we got to, start picking up some better players. So running back, we want to get that going. We also want to get our defensive line better. I'm actually going to upgrade that all the way. I want my defensive line and my offensive line to stay impressive. Recruiting-wise, Everett McGinnis still wants to come here. Do we know what he likes? Almost. We almost know what he likes. We can schedule a visit, and we're going to do that. We're going to do it against Oregon, and we're going to get him up here with that pro potential. Meet alumni. Sergio Miles, we do see what he likes, so we can hard sell on him now. He likes that coach prestige, academic prestige, and the proximity to home, which is a D. Everybody else, we're still waiting to see what we can get. We can with Mr. Teron Bland. He likes pro potential, proximity to home, and program tradition. So he likes the same. He likes grassroots. Okay, we'll add that in there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into the game now, though. We got the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, 3-0, going up against USC, and they're defending at home. So, conference opener, the Wolverines and Trojans are preparing to open the Big Ten Conference play in Ann Arbor. And we are the better team on by the numbers. Miller Moss to QB for USC is their impact player. We take a look at the Big Ten standings currently. So, all right, folks, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the #1 team in the country defends home turf against the USC Trojans in Big Ten Conference play. As we watch this team run out on the field, Michigan played a hell of a game last week, which we saw Alex Orji find Samaje Morgan on a deep ball to take the lead with just 6 seconds left in the game against the Fighting Irish. They have had such great games in their rivalry. One that I always remember from their rivalry was way back in 2011 when they came all the way back and beat Notre Dame as time expired. That game we saw like 4 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes and 42 seconds. But ladies and gentlemen, USC and Michigan, here is the kickoff. So Miller Moss, prayer profile, he's an 85 overall. He's got decent speed, but it's that throwing power that's going to make him a threat here today against Michigan. We're going to have to see what Michigan does to keep themselves in the game. Both teams almost average 390 yards a game. Michigan does, almost 400 for both. 1st and 10 from the shotgun for USC. They run the ball in play #1. They're going to run it up the middle and gain about 6 here. Travian O'Neal with the nice little solid running there. And last week we did see a little bit of a weakness by Michigan as we prepare for 2nd and 4. They were allowing Notre Dame to run the ball pretty effectively against them. And that's a quick little outlet pass to the left. And that's a 1st down, which in all actuality probably should have been 3rd down there. Toughness rate #6. It's hard to play here in Ann Arbor. 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. They do throw the ball here. Looking down the field, he's going to find a man just underneath. That's his tight end, and he's going to pick up maybe 5. They're going to give him 6, actually. Let's see how this 3rd down plays out. 3rd and 2. Continuing his shift on the line. That did not work out for Michigan, not at all. 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. 1st and 10, Moss. And the shotgun. They do run the RPO, and he's going to gain about 9 on the run there. So great, solid running. 2nd and 1. They're just going to throw it straight out of the shotgun here. And that is a first down. Lake McGree. So 3rd and 7, trying to keep the drive alive. They might be in field goal range. They run it on 3rd and 7. And they don't get it. 4th and 3. Quite the decision, but hey, it looks like they're keeping offense on the field. I understand the call now. 4th and 3. USC trying to keep the drive alive. They do. Run the ball again, and he's going to get stopped, and there's a fumble. 1st and 10 from their own 29. And they run on the first play from scrimmage. They gain about 4 with Mr. Edwards. Another goal line formation here for the Wolverines. 2nd and 6. Edwards. Solid bit of running there. He's going to pick up the first. So 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines. Orji sure to pass it again here. They're going to find Donovan Edwards right there. And that's a first down and more. So 1st and 10 now in Trojan territory. They're going to find Cedric Mullings. He's going to pick up 7. And it's a direct snap to Edwards. I like the call. They pick up the first and a couple more. So it's going to be 1st and 10. So 3rd and 3. Orji's rolling. He's going to hit Loveland. Loveland's going to get knocked down at the 7-yard line. Out in the shotgun formation once again. Looks like USC's only going to rush 3. No, it's a blitz. They get it out to Cabana, who fights for extra yards. Shaked off 1 tackle. Couldn't shake off the second. 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal here. Edwards in the backfield. Everybody in the stadium knows where this ball is going. And USC couldn't stop them. Touchdown, Michigan. They go to run it again. Michigan prepared for it this time. They gain nothing. Great play call there to start off the drive for Michigan. They went with the blitz. I don't think USC expected it. And now on 2nd and 10, we're at to see what they can do here. They're going to run it to the right. And once again, they're ready for the run. Obvious passing situation here. The crowd is loud. And that's a sack. After not getting a sack all week last week against the Fighting Irish, Mr. Stewart is going to bring him down. Might be the only play here we see at the end of the quarter for the Wolverines. They do try to run it. They're going to run it up to the right side. And, folks, that will bring us to the end of the quarter. We'll be back with you here in just a few. 2nd and 8 here for the Michigan Wolverines as we're about to start off our second quarter. Pretty solid first quarter for them. Donovan Edwards going to run it right up the middle. There is a flag. And we do hear from the referee it is indeed a holding penalty. So that's Dominic Gudais, who I think got called for that almost costly penalty that Michigan had against them late in the game against the Irish. He picks up another holding penalty here. So 2nd and 18 now. Drives them back pretty far. They do still run the ball, but it's going to go nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and very long. So that holding call could be a drive killer. You know, they weren't really committing a lot. They weren't doing a lot. I mean, they had some, you know, some penalties that they wish they didn't, you know, commit, but nothing to the point of what we're seeing now. And Orji does find Colston Loveland. He has to dive for it, but that's going to be a 4th down. So on 4th and 6 in their own territory, one guy, 2 topic is making a decision to go for it here. They do. They go for it, and it's going to pay off big time. Orji's running up the middle of the field. First down and tons of more. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Play action pass here. He's going to find more down the field, and that play seems to score every week for the Michigan Wolverines. So 1st and 10 here for the USC Trojans, trailing by 10. They need to make something happen. Looks like they're going to run it again. They try to run it up the middle, and there's just nothing there for them. 2nd and 10. And here comes the no huddle. 2nd and 10 here. They did no huddle. Michigan didn't really get a chance to do what they wanted to do. And that's a first down. Great play call there. 2nd and 10 here. USC. Play action pass, and that's a sack! Josiah Stewart. His 2nd of the game. So Josiah Stewart, a solid start to the game. 3rd and 15. Graham's in the backfield now. He's got to throw one deep. He's got a man maybe. No, he underthrew him just by a hair. McBurrows with the pick, and there he goes. He's got a lot of running room. Tries to cut it back up, but it don't matter. Michigan is in business. This Michigan defensive back core has been so impressive to start off the season. They have picked off a lot of balls. As we see on first down there, Donovan Edwards is going to pick up 5. Man in motion is Donovan Edwards. They send a blitz. He's going to throw it deep up to O'Leary. Oh, had it in his hands, but it gets knocked free. So 4th and 7. This is going to be a tough field goal here for the Wolverines. It's up and right down the middle. Ice in his veins, even with 12-mile-per-hour wind here today. Down big here, needing something here before the end of the half. And a run on first down gets nothing. They need to start getting this ball down the field. They got a quarterback with great throwing power. He might have threw a pick on a play where he underthrew his receiver, but, you know, he's still not getting the opportunity to throw the ball. And Travion O'Neal finally got a good rush today. I like that play there. Great play call by USC. They pick up the first down, and they're moving. From their own 43. They find a man there in the crossing route. 2nd and 1 after a gain of 9. They continue to no-huddle it. Trying to at least get a field goal here. But here's the thing. Sometimes when you get in this no-huddle situation, Michigan eventually catches you and intercepts the ball. We've seen it quite a few times this season, but not there either. As Kyron Hudson, the receiver, is going to pick up a good one. He's got 37 yards on the game. He's got 14 on that one. So 1st and 10, 5 wideouts here for USC. They're still moving it. Moss looking down the field. He's going to find another man crossing down through the center of the field. The no-huddle working for USC currently. And another quick outlet pass. 2nd and 10 here for the Trojans. At the 18-yard line of the Wolverines. Here we go. Shotgun play. No, they go for the screen play. They figured it out last second. Michigan did. But they still stopping. They prevent the touchdown. So 1st and goal. They do got 3 timeouts. A run is not out of the cards yet. They do throw it. He's moving around. He's got time. And that's a touchdown. The defensive backs were like deers in headlights. They were just staying in their positions, staying in their zone coverage. They could have got out of it and tried to take Miller Moss down, but he just kind of walked into the end zone. Yeah, if they can get, you know, maybe a solid chunk here on the first play of the drive, they might try something different, but 4 yards ain't going to be enough. I think they're just going to let it run out to half. Hey, they do hurry up to the line here, though. Maybe they get one more play off. They do. They're going to hand it off to Edwards again. He's going to run out to the outside. And this is the big run. He almost got to the 50-yard line. So a great final run right before half by Donovan Edwards. So the player spotlight of the first half was Donovan Edwards, 60 rush yards, 11 rush attempts. He's averaging 5.5 so far in this game. He does got a touchdown. And of course, he is in the Heisman watch. Currently ranked number 5 in that watch. Edwards in the backfield here for the shotgun formation play. They do run it again. Up the middle, Edwards picks up big yards. Gains about 12 there. So 2nd and 8 here for the Michigan Wolverines. About 5 minutes left in the third. Play action pass call here. He's got tons of time, and he's got a man way down the field. That's more. Touchdown, Michigan. Incredible. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, down by 17 once again, giving up the quick touchdown to Michigan. And they got to be in, you know, pass mode. They try to run the read option. They get nothing. 3rd and inches here. Let's see what USC has in mind. They go for a run. And they don't get it. 4th and inches, and I think you got to go for it, don't you? They choose not to. They elect to not go for it. And that could be bad news for the Trojans. Oh, right into his hands. That could have been the play to get him in the game, but Braylon Shelby can't hold on to the ball. Michigan blitzes again. They get absolutely no pressure this time. And that's a first down after the broken tackle for Kyron Hudson. Michigan has almost completely ran to the blitz every play here in the second half. Oh, what a block! Oh my goodness, I'm shocked they didn't call that pass interference. But that's a touchdown for the Trojans. Yeah, we should get a solid look at it on the replay. But in my opinion, that's pass interference. Let's take a look. I mean, it's very close. It's very close. I would still side more on the pass interference side. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines here. They run that little read option play. That's a fumble by Orgy. That's a fumble. Oh, no. Disaster. Disaster in Ann Arbor. And he got it on his head, and he's walking the baby. Are you serious? Michigan is collapsing here in the second half. And right back on the field comes Alex Orgy after that devastating fumble. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 25 where they set up shop. The handoff here to Edwards. He gets a block, but no! 2nd and 7. Only rush of 3 appears to be is USC. Edwards trying to find his room. 3rd and 2 here from the shotgun formation. Michigan desperately needs it. They go with the little crack toss. And they're going to pick up the first down, and that has to make everybody in the stands breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, Michigan was just absolutely collapsing there. I mean, some terrible things happened to them, but now they're back in business, trying to move the ball down the field here. Oh, and Orgy stopped for a second. I thought he was going to maybe hit Morgan on the little out route there, and then when he realized there was 2 men there, he just decided to run again, and he didn't have time. 2nd and 11 for the Wolverines. After that loss of 1, they go to run it again with Edwards. Edwards getting blocked by his own men. He gets nowhere. 3rd and 11, and that's our quarter, folks. You better stay tuned because this 4th quarter is definitely going to be one for the books. Running the clock down, they had to rush to the line. 3rd and 11, let's see what they got. Sending the man in motion, barely gets it off. He's going to hit Morgan, and Morgan almost gets the first down. He don't get it. Wait a second. Here comes Michigan. They're hurrying up to the line. They're going for this. Oh my gosh, they ran that play as quick as they could. That's a first down. Wow. They must have talked about that at the end of the 3rd quarter. If they were close, they were rushing it and going for it. That was an incredible play call by Michigan. And those type of plays are what win you championships. So 1st and 10 here as Michigan continues to run the clock down. Morgan's going to catch the ball for a gain of 7 here. Michigan is almost in field goal range. They're just kind of out of it. Currently where they're sitting. They got to get to about the 42. But they got to be thinking first down here. They didn't have time to get the ball off, and they elect to use the timeout. I hope that does not come back and bite them in the you-know-what later. 3rd and 7. Needing at least a couple for the field goal if they can't get the first. Oh, and Samaje Morgan got hit right in the hands with the ball, but he lost it. And it appears they're still sending Zavada out on the field to kick it. He's got a chance with the win, but this is going to be hard to hit. It's a 61-yarder. It's up. And it's good. 61 yards from Zavada. Gives Michigan the 6-point lead. 1st and 10 here for the Trojans. They've got 3 minutes and 39 seconds to work with to get themselves into a position to win this game. They're going to find a man on the screen. And once again, in my humble opinion, there should have been a pass interference. The no call absolutely hurts Michigan as USC is already in Michigan territory. 1st and 10. And the crowd is getting quiet. They hand it off now. Just over 3 minutes left. Moss drops back. Looking down the field. He's got somebody right there. That looks like his tight end. A lot of pressure here on Moss and this USC Trojans to convert. A field goal could kind of do good for him. They come with the blitz. All-out blitz in the Michigan Center. Oh! 1st and 10. Trojans threatening this Wolverines team. They go with the run play, and he's breaking it all the way for the touchdown! The collapse has set in. The second building has fallen. The Trojans, off of the running of Travion O'Neal, have tied the game up, and they're a PAT away from taking the lead. Michigan just did not come to play in the second half. Absolutely did not come to play in the second half, and that's a roughing the kicker penalty on Michigan again. So 1st and 10. What does Michigan have left? Remember, they burned a timeout earlier to make sure they didn't suffer a delay of a game penalty. Will that come back and hurt them later on? They pick up 9 there on 1st down, 2nd and 1 here. USC showing a blitz. They don't blitz, actually, but they're going to pick up the 1st down. 2:28 left in the game. Orji hustles them to the line. Yeah, they just got to get in field goal range here, folks. Don't need nothing too fancy as they pick up 7 there, and they're continuing to hurry to the line. 2nd and 3 from the 50. And Orji's going to run it right up the middle. Runs it right up the middle when he gets out of bounds. All they need is a couple yards here. A field goal would give them back the lead. You don't want to put the game on the leg of your kicker, ever. Morgan's wide open over here. He's going to pick up the 1st, and USC takes their 1st timeout. Michigan has the opportunity to run the clock out. And Michigan's big focus here is they got to make sure they're in the middle of the field for their kicker if that's what they're trying for. 2nd and 7. They got 4 wideouts. The direct snap to Edwards again. And it's going to be 3rd down. If you're Michigan, do you throw the ball? I personally don't think so. I think you're going to need to run it out, continue to run some time off the clock, give your kicker a chance. And Edwards, it don't even matter. He gets the 1st down. He breaks the century mark on that beautiful piece of running there. So 1st and 10, Michigan back to the line again. They're 3 points away from the win. And Edwards is going to get stopped at the 1, and I think that's what he wanted. The handoff again here, and Edwards is going to go down right in the middle of the field. And they call timeout with 3 seconds left. So we're a field goal away from seeing Michigan continue their undefeated streak. The crowd completely silent. And that, folks, is the game. Michigan's going to walk off into the sunset, the winner. What a game. Zavada hit a huge 61-yard field goal, and then he hits the game winner. So Michigan, once again, in dramatic fashion, comes back late in the 4th and wins the game. A 30-28 score. The fans have got to be excited. Player of the game, Frederick Moore. 3 catches, 106 reception yards, and 2 touchdowns. He definitely shined here today. Folks, it's been one guy, 2 topics. And once again, thank you for tuning in.